For by grace are ye saved through faith. So if there is no grace in your life, you are not saved. It took the grace of God for you to become born again. You are born again is good. There is the grace of God that got you born again, but you need extra. In the book of Exodus, Pharaoh is a representation of the devil. Moses is a picture of Christ. The children of Israel are the people of God who have been delivered from Egypt, which is the world, and are on their way to the promised land. But the difference between Exodus and our dispensation is the fact that the new creation is not traveling from the world to Zion or to the promised land. No, the new creation is born in Zion. He's born in the promised land. Jesus said, the night cometh when no man can work. What was he talking about? He was trying to explain to you that in the natural system, there are seasons when people can make progress. It is like when you look at the economy, people are going to say to you, yeah, if you started that business before COVID, maybe it would have worked. But after COVID, the signs are there that it will not work. That is the expert's estimation of this life. But when you carry the presence of God, his plan is to make sure that you make progress, whether it is day or whether it is night. He intends to make sure that you continue. And this is the reason why I tell you every time that as a child of God, you carry your own atmosphere. The Bible tells us about Paul and Silas. They had their midnight experience, but it's so glorious to know what they did with it, because at midnight the Bible says they praised and sang, and the prisoners heard them. Whether you like it or not, if you're in this world, you will experience midnight experiences. They will come. If you are not already going through one, maybe you came out of one. If you are not already going through one, maybe your own is ahead of you. They will come. That's the reason why the writer of the book of Ephesians tells us, he says, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand in the evil day. There is always an evil day coming. That is the reason for extra oil, for extra grace. So when he says he giveth more grace, he knows, he understands that there is the grace you have, but that grace is not enough. It will not carry you through your dark moments. These women, they were all virgins. They were all children of God, in quotes. But 5 were wise. 5 were foolish. So there is something about our work with God that is so important, and we must be able to define clearly our character and our attitude. Otherwise, it will qualify us either as foolish Christians or as wise Christians. If you can be taught, you are humble. There are Christians who cannot get more grace. You know why? The things they learned at the beginning, they are holding tight to it. You cannot teach them any new thing. Number 2 characteristic that defines humility is that you can be corrected. Paul calls him a messenger of Satan. Afflicted him 3 times. And the Bible says Paul cried out to God for help. And each time he cried out to God, God said to him, my grace is enough for you. So our days of waiting for God to do stuff, those days are over. You need to know what you are carrying. Why did God give them a pillar of fire and a pillar of cloud? He wanted to prove to them that he had a plan for their future. He had planned that they will arrive safely. He had planned that even if it takes 40 years, they will arrive the place of promise. This month is your season of more grace. I said it's your season of more grace. Whatever came to destroy you will fail in its assignment.